Get the stream up. On down, man. Hold on 1 second, man. Let me get this stream up and running. Let me get the right bits and the right bits. You did. I'm thinking about something. I'm gonna start opening up my stream with a flow. You know what I'm saying? Just to, I don't know. I feel like that's what I might feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? And you're always supposed to do what you feel like doing. You did. Always, always, bro. Always do what you're supposed to feel like you want to do, and never do something because you feel somebody else should have did something when they could have been doing what they've been doing. Where's that thing I had with the Cowboys? I mean, with the Commanders on here. 1 second while I look for it. 1 second while I look for it, man. Put down in the comments below. I know y'all be watching my vids, man, but put down in the comments below if you play Madden, and then when you play Madden, what team do you be using when you play the game? That's what I want to know, man. What team do you be using? There we go. There go that photo. That's that photo I want. That's that photo I want, man. You know? Bam. All right. So, let me get to my opponent. Let me get to my opponent. Let me see here. And we finna jump it off.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Has room down the left sideline. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away.
I be trying to tell y'all, man, y'all don't join the stream at the beginning, y'all gonna be missing some highlights, man. If you don't have the notification bell push, you're gonna be missing something, man. Be here, kick off, you know what I'm saying? Notification bell, boy, you better get up in here. Trying to train y'all, man, slowly but surely, man. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna be at one accord soon enough. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't ready to come in the first quarter, I will get you at halftime. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked in. I'm locked in, baby. Let's go.
Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. All right, some good look on that run back. Brock, he gets this to the 33. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. It's Cox. This is Terrence Ferguson. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Complete out to the right. And this one doesn't go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, shot. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Another carry for it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Come on.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds the in route complete. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late
Let's D up, fellas. Let's D up. Let's go. Let's go.
But it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much.
I started to call timeout. I should have called timeout.
1st and goal.
Hey, thank y'all for being a part of the stream, man. Hit that like button so you can help support the channel, man. And I ain't asking y'all for $1, but I cannot ask you for a like. Can I get a like? You know what I'm saying? I don't even need an amen, just a like, though. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, though.
They're hoping for an opening drive
Yeah, no?
touchdown.
Pat the 60.
They'll try and punch it in.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call for the defense, it came at the perfect time.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Catch is made in close. And that is a Washington.
We got a lot of injuries out there. You see how the man, it's like, I don't like how we looking out here. Good catch, Williams. Damn good catch.
A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive.
Yeah, that was Bland, man. You got to get on him, Bland. Let's go.
And putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 14. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Feed the beast. 2nd time now we've called a touchdown for him. And now he's over 100 yards. No need to go anywhere else with the football, but put it in that guy's hands.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Has room down the left sideline. He took it all the way. Oh, baby. What a
Man, this is a high-scoring game. Kickoff returns, deep run. What's going on out here? Let's go, fellas.
An exciting return man back there fielding it. Wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those
Telling you, man, y'all hit that notification bell, man, because I'm telling you, the first quarter has been crazy, man. Crazy. You don't want to miss no action over here, man. Every game is tough, man. That's how I play, man. It's always tough. Ain't nothing easy around here. No opponent is easy. Let's go.
They can replicate it as this one's away. Return coming from the 14. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
All set to go now from the 35. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut. Offensive line fast.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Let's go now. Go.
Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw it here. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Lamb has another one. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
70 Lions.
He's going to throw it again. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Kicked off, Trey Amos. And the Commanders take over as he records his 10th career INT. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend.
All we thought about that was, you know the route, not him. Like, you supposed to come back to that, dog.
And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at first down here. Daniels setting up the play action. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Handoff now from the gun. keeps himself upright. 40. Hits the 20. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This taken from the 12. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, third down. He has the first over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On first down, they'll run. Get some space around midfield. Again, he's got room. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cowboys can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
That explosive run, this guy's right up on the edge of 200 yards, Kate. And with his body of work, it could only take one more carry to cross that mark and suddenly become a very intriguing subplot for the rest of this game. Can he get to 200 plus? We'll get to watch.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys tie this game at 21.
Drop it like fries. We drop it like flies out here to have a 30% chance of no injuries. Come on, fellas. Kick that out of bounds. We can't have no kick out. Kick that out of bounds. Yeah, no kick out returns here. It's been dangerous. Get that dude.
Putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Woo, he gone for the game. He D-tackle. Oh, shit. That's going to hurt the run game. Watch out, man.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Come on.
They'll run here from the gun. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. To throw, Daniels. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Okay,
Ball
ready?
just a yard shy of midfield, first and 10.
Ready? Go!
Play action now with Daniels. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And there's
Man, say, when I called that perfect play for him to be over there, he didn't move, he didn't jump, he didn't do nothing. He just kind of turned sideways. I felt a certain way. I ain't going to lie about it. But I'm going to say he got confused by the play action boot, and we're going to leave it at that. D up, fellas. Make the 8 yards hard. That's all we can say.
You got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Plowing up the middle. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Now Daniels to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have
This man over here crunking in the corner. Ain't nobody done that shit since 1994 and shit.
That's great work to
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point set right.
Gotta be better than that. Gotta be better than that. Can't miss them opportunities. Man, let's go. Let's change up the kick, man. We need a new kickoff returner. I don't think Anderson is not scary at all. I'm scared to put whole boy back there. He might fumble that bit. He's fast, but shit, all fast ain't good fast. So let that go. Let's go, fellas. Get your game face together, man. Too much, no defense out here today. Let's go. Who can say, let's do the defense. Let's get the defense out here today, man. Go. Hey, well, let's not get defense out right now.
The Cowboys have it in great field position.
Hold on, let's
they
go.
come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 line.
They're going play action.
This nigga here.
Incomplete. Couldn't hang on.
Come on, bro.
Why
are we even passing him? We can't.
That brings up 2nd down.
Like, bro, please be better. Be better, people.
To beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Go.
They'll run it from the gun. And they take this in for the score. The Cowboys can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
He just keeps scoring and scoring and scoring it. Look at the juice he showed on touchdown number 4. He actually looks like he's getting stronger and faster as this game goes along. Just wow.
That one splits the uprights.
We got to have a conversation on the sideline with the rest of the team. And it's like, can someone else play? And they're good blocking, though, by the whole line. But can somebody else play, please? Can the receivers come alive? The run game is so scary. The passing game should be open. Let's go, fellas. I think that with that D tackle he got hurt, it's gonna be a long day. He ain't gonna be able to stop the run, man. No, I don't think he can. People can't stop my run with their real people, not with backups.
The give now out of the shotgun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness.
Is that the rookie Barnes talking noise out there? Look at him out there, man. Good shit, Barnes. 3rd round pick.
Look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Ready.
Throwing now, Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. No throw, 3rd and long. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. Stop.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Play fake here. Daniels taking a shot deep here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Get it. Go.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Buying some time right. He's going to run for it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Hold the ready.
1st down from the 42.
Bronco switch. Go. Ready.
Hand off to the back. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
Daniels now. Setting up the running back screen. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Setting him on the dive. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ready up.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18. Ready.
They give it to him again. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Daniels from the pistol. Cut out left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Fourth down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it.
Ready.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, ready.
Only every drive could start like this, right, partner? 1st and goal to begin this one.
Go.
Right up the gut. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. 3 yards on the pickup, and they're 3 away on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. This lined up left. This is no good. A surprising miss as he cracks it off the left upright. And this stays tied here in the 2nd. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Still fighting forward. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you it's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Cowboys 28.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check out.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Here we go, shot.
Here's the handoff. And he'll get it up to the 27. That goes for a gain of just 1. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Set. Count.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
So 1st down from the 41.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
I'll throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Dragon 60. Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go!
He's going to throw it. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Come on, set. Liking 18. Set go.
They'll run here on first down. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Looking for a pass on second and short. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Ready up.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Set go.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys tie this game 35 apiece. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Following the play, we have an injured Commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
60.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he has it down near the red zone just outside the 20.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
On the jump.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Jesse Ryan.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Escapes the pocket. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's now to the running back. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10 now from the 46. Throwing now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now. Go.
Working on 1st down. Caught at the 10-yard line. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense
pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal.
Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check go.
Plowing up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
Shut up. Liking H.
They go to him again. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a fourth-quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Running it now out of the gun. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. They hand this one off. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Ready.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down. Daniels buys time, rolling right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at fourth and long. The Commanders ready for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Took a bounce, and it's going to be marked right along the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Throwing from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
The give here on second. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
23, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
On the way. Here we go.
Throw here, third down. The third down throw falls incomplete.
Dude, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Takes this in at the 25. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
26-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Daniels back to throw. This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Now Daniels to throw. On the move, hit it right. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. Escapes a defender. Jukes another one. Brandon Ayuk. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Is to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 45. Cowboys 42.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
21-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. In good trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And from where that fumble came, Brock, 0 chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw it. Look at that power, deep left side. Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Well, no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go. Go.
They'll run here from the gun. And they'd love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Go. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
He's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the end zone.
Can't believe he didn't jump for that. Supposed to be my pick, bro.
That's good for Washington.
I'm running over there.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies.
That bullshit ass turn he did when I pressed triangle. What the fuck? Suck it up. Play defense. Fuck it. Let's go. You shouldn't have gave us this many damn plays anyway. How you, man, sorry. I shouldn't have stopped running. I need to get out of my fucking head and keep playing. Let's go. Make a play. Make a play. Make a play. I'm here.
Trying the handoff.
Hey. Make a play. Me on contact out here. It might be strategic.
Now with 2:09 left on the clock. We get a timeout from the defense.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another carry for him. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Commanders holding on to a field goal lead. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Jukes away from one. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the
I swear my niggas can't make one play, bro. All that slow time he was over there. Come on, bro. Then the one man get pushed over, bro. You can't. Well, my team is so fucking heartless. Like, I mean, come on, man. Where y'all will at, man? Y'all too good for this shit.
Here, starting with 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80.
Sending him on the dive. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready? Ready?
Running for it again. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Go.
Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it 4th and goal.
Were they ever determined not to let that touchdown happen on the ground? If it happened at all. And that was a stand, Kate. 3 straight stops with their backs against the wall.
So on 4th down, they bring him out for his most important kick of this game. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Now 1 second before they call delay a game, a timeout comes in. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead.
All right.
For it, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that making field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they took their shots and were unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's the handoff. Daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders.
Lost hurt, man.
And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end. But
As
their
always
defense
here on the
carried
Game
that
Entertainment
small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Dallas.
Man, hard game, man. You know, we lost and shit. You know, it is what it is. That's what it is, man. And even though I've been told by the commission that I can run when I can, even in that game, it made me feel like I shouldn't run no more. I don't know. I just stopped running. The running. Our receivers got to get open better, for one. You know, the running game, 9 rushes for 287 yards, 4 touchdowns. At one point, I just took him out and started running with Watson. Now, if I would have kept him in the game and kept pounding it, maybe we won a game. I don't know. You know, it's just another question that I always had. It just seems like there's nothing I can do to where something will happen to where I always question myself, did I run enough? You see, I ran for 287, but still at the end of the game, I got to question myself, did I run enough? Was I stupid to not run with Claiborne because he already had 287 yards and 9 carries? Or should I just try to win the game and let him make history? You know, it's the things that we have, you know, it is what it is. That's why we play the game, man. But either way, it was entertaining. I hope y'all was entertained, man. Hey, 24/7, 365, man. Hit the notification bell, man, so you don't miss a kickoff, so you don't miss all the stuff, every play, man, from kickoff, man, so you don't miss nothing, man. All right, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Y'all already bounced out anyway. Hope y'all hit the like button. Y'all probably forgot to do that shit. It is what it is. Hey, man. Till next time. Peace. Damon Claiborne, man. I'm so good, bro. Should have kept going with you.